Now we want to revisit this top story. The Obama administration opening a criminal investigation into the BP oil gusher in the Gulf of Mexico. Louisiana attorney Daniel Becnel filed the first class action suit over the accident. This just coming days after it happened. He also represents many of the people from the fishing industry, the fishermen, the fisherwomen, and the shrimpers, the seafood houses. They're all suing BP, Halliburton, and Cameron International. Daniel Becnel joins me now on the telephone. Now, Mr. Becnel, have their livelihoods eventually been wiped out by all this?
I think we have three major industries that are going to be wiped out in Louisiana. One is the oil and gas industry, because we're not going to have any more oil leases, and we're not going to do any more drilling offshore. So we're going to have vast shortages of petroleum products for all of these refineries that we have. That's going to be causing gasoline prices to go up substantially, because light crude oil is a lot cheaper to refine than sour crude, and most of these other countries that send us crude, it's sour crude. Secondly, we have all of the hospitality industry, hotels, motels, restaurants, and the like, that depend on the Gulf Coast for vacations and second homes and the like. That is down 30 to 40% all along the Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, and Florida coast. Then we have the third group, which is all of the fishermen, oystermen, and the like. They're going to be devastated. But even overriding that, we have the state of Louisiana, which we're in a budget deficit right now. We depend on oil and gas to support our hospitals, to support our school teachers, to support our roads and bridges, and our higher education. We're already making cuts before this incident happened. So that's just going to devastate the rest of the economy in this state.
Daniel Becnel, can you comment on U.S. Attorney General Eric Holder talking about this criminal investigation that is ongoing regarding BP and the gusher coming from the floor of the Gulf of Mexico? Yes.
We learned in law school, Ethics 101, is you can't represent two sides in the same case. The Attorney General apparently is doing a criminal investigation, where at the same time many of the plaintiff lawyers are suing MMS for their conspiracy in allowing this disaster to happen. So Attorney General Holder has got to defend the United States against those cases, and at the same time prosecute the case against BP, Halliburton, Transocean, and Cameron. That's not what you're supposed to do as a lawyer, represent both sides in the same case.
What about the state of Louisiana? Can they investigate BP on a criminal basis?
Yes, but remember, Louisiana may be partly responsible. A lot of people are saying and bringing suits in the federal courts right now, saying Louisiana's DEQ approved this dispersant that's being used to disperse, and it's making people sick and injury. So I wouldn't be surprised if those people that are sick and from doing the work on the oil with their fishing boats, if they don't sue the state of Louisiana because they approved the dispersant, as did the federal government, the EPA, who also approved the dispersant and is getting people sick.
All right, I want to thank you very much. Daniel Becnel, a lawyer who filed a class action suit on behalf of the shrimpers and the seafood industry against BP for that gusher in the Gulf of Mexico. You've also been watching BP cutting that riser pipe in anticipation of trying to place a containment dome.